Welcome to the debut of the Authentic Narrative, where we engage entrepreneurs, innovators, creators, and business persons on their personal journeys, experiences, and what they build. I will be sharing jaw-dropping stories of how they failed, succeeded, and the struggles in between. And each guest will bring their unique sauce to this conversation. And in the studio with me today as the chaperone is Miss Dawn Witte, the owner, the founder, the creator of the Desire to Inspire Foundation, a foundation that she will be talking to you about that's doing great things globally, touching lives in the underserved world. Welcome, Dawn, to the show. We are so honored to have you as our first guest on the show, and we look forward to hearing all your success stories. Why don't you please introduce yourself to our audience, and then we would ask you a few questions and let you share in your journey of experience and personal development.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Remy, for having me. It is an honor to be your first guest on your show, and I love the work that you're doing. I am, as you said, the founder and the director of the Desire to Inspire Foundation, and it is an organization that's touching lives all over the world in love and kindness, helping people live into their dreams and put their own unique gifts and talents into the world. And we have many projects in Africa, but my vision is to expand this as far-reaching as we can possibly make it.
Dawn, I want to say kudos to you. Thank you for what you do, because only people who have a large heart can go across the ocean to impact lives, and not only that, to consistently want to sustain what you have started. I want to say kudos to you and great job. And I do hope that our viewers will hear this and jump in and see how to support the great work that you have started. So tell me a little bit about Desire to Inspire Foundation. What is that? What does that mean to you as the person who founded this?
Well, much like you with this podcast, I started Desire to Inspire Foundation in order to inspire people with stories of people doing amazing things in the world. Because, when you turn on the news, you see burglaries and robberies and killing, and you see just all this negative stuff. And I just thought, I know so many people just doing amazing things, helping save animals, helping unwed mothers, helping people going through cancer treatments. And I thought, we need to see more of those stories in the world. And I started that about 4 years ago, and then I went to Africa for the first time, and I thought about, wow, talk about inspirational stories. These people are struggling for food on a daily basis, yet Mama Josephine in Uganda, she doesn't turn a child away. She's raising 67 children. And I think, against all odds, she doesn't say no. And I just thought, if that's not inspiration, I don't know what is. And so it has been my mission to make sure that those children that I know and love, that they are okay, just like a mother loves her child and wants to make sure that they get food and water and they get medical treatment and schooling and education and grow up to live their happiest lives. That's what I want to do to children everywhere.
Wow.
That is my purpose. And I may cry during this podcast, I'm just going to say, because you already made me start wanting to cry, because I feel this so deeply in my soul that not doing it isn't an option.
You are just hitting the chord in my nerves. My body is full of shivers. I mean, just hearing you speak, I could feel the depth of your soul, even in you explaining what you do. How amazing is it to just have people like you around the world who are taking care of people that don't even look like them, that they don't even know. So my next question goes as thus. Over the past 3.5 years, the Desire to Inspire Foundation has been doing the challenging work in Africa in partnership with organizations. What are you most proud of out of all of this great work that you have done?
Oh, my gosh. I think I'm proud of the soul family. Oh, this is where I'm going to cry. The soul family that I've created. All of those children, I love them like my own. All of those people I know, whether it's Mama Josephine or Davis, who's the photographer that found me and said, I want to help people. Nana, Nana and Ketia. He is in Ghana. He is I always call him my annoying little brother. We have that relationship, but we have traveled all over Africa together. We've slept in airports, on plastic chairs, slept on the floor with 31 girls in Sierra Leone. You know, these people, that is the thing that I'm most proud of, because our relationships are built on love and wanting to make the world a better place.
Wow. Now I feel like I know Mama Josephine. I feel like I know Davis. And that's the power of intentionality, because you were set out to ensure that you don't just come across those people and leave them the way you met them, but you made them a part of your life. And hearing you speak and mention them by name, I already feel like I know Mama Josephine, who I will be looking forward to meeting. I want to meet Davis, who is somebody who came to you to offer help, even though you were in the field trying to help. That is what this platform is about, authentic narratives of people like you and many others who might not make it on the national TV, where sometimes what you hear is not always success stories, it's not always the positive stories. These are the stories that the world needs to hear, the stories like you and I are telling right now. So I want to say thank you to you for what you're doing, and all the lives you're touching. I'm sure they're echoing me and saying thank you to you. And the best is yet to come, I can assure you, because the world has become a melting point, as you would agree with me. And what you have started can only pivot because you have started well. And that takes me to what I want to ask you. You just launched the Givers Marketplace by Beeline Products. Tell us about the Bee brand. What can we find in the Givers Marketplace?
Oh, well, you know, and I love when you said, you know, successes and failures. I don't believe that anything is ever a failure, because if you don't give up and keep going, you just will find a new way. And several years ago, I wanted to create a shopping site called I Give On, which would help businesses, you know, put their products out into the world and, you know, raise money for charities. And, you know, I had a couple, you know, I was doing too many things all at the same time. So I said, one of these things has got to go at this moment. So I put that aside and I focused on the work in Africa. And just within the last few months, we were able to create that same store with the Beeline products. And what I want to do is get away from donations. And I think donations are wonderful and lovely. But for me personally, I would like to create something for somebody to buy a cute gift, a cute T-shirt, whatever makes them happy, and know that that purchase is going to support something greater than just getting a cute shirt. It's kind of keeping the giving and the receiving flow of that transaction equal. And so we just launched the Givers Marketplace, and all of the products are about my 7 words. I have 7 words. I've written some books, and I speak about them, that we can all choose to be in the world to live our happiest and most fulfilling lives full of purpose. And so it's about being loved and being kind and being grateful and being happy, being inspired, being strong, and being genuine. So we have, you know, T-shirts and coffee mugs, and we've got this calendar and these amazing framed prints by Davis, who now you know. He is this amazing photographer. He's he's 27, I think now, and he just has this amazing talent. And I want to help share his talent with the world so that he can put his gift and skill to use, you know, making money to support himself. And I know when Davis supports himself, he will take care of those surrounding him too. So that's the notion of the Beeline products.
You are so right on point. I'm an African by birth, and I've been away from Africa, and every time I see what is being done, it just makes me marvel that nobody gives up for any reason. No excuses in their vocabulary. And I understand, because I was born and raised there for 17 years of my life. So I know that there's that drive in them, and to have the dawns of this world, to have the desire to inspire the Legacy Premier Foundation of this world. These are entities whereby we can lead, we can inspire and grow communities that now can identify the Davis of this world, Mama Josephine, and other people who are doing great work on the continent. And that's what I'm hearing you say, that intentionality is what you have brought. And I want to salute you and say thank you before I jump over to my next question, which goes right back to Davis. David's probably, his ears will be ringing right now. Tell us about working with Kenyan photographer, David Hindings. Tell us about that experience.
The Desire to Inspire Foundation is dedicated to collaborating with partners globally in an effort to provide communities in need with basic necessities, vocational and educational opportunities, and the action needed to uplift one significant life at a time. Dawn Airhart Witte is an entrepreneur, author, and the founder of Desire to Inspire Foundation. And over the last 3.5 years, Dawn has been doing life-changing work in Africa. On the ground, the Desire to Inspire Foundation has met basic food and medical needs, performed health screenings, provided educational classes, drilled boreholes to provide clean water, built a sick bay, and personally delivered 2,500 little books of B to children in Ghana, Uganda, Sierra Leone, Rwanda, Kenya, and the U.S. To learn more, please visit DesireToInspireFoundation.org. And to support their selfless mission, please visit theBelineProducts.com and discover some of their great products that can change lives with each and every purchase. The Desire to Inspire Foundation. Be the change you wish to see, and together we can change the world, you and me.
Tell us about working with Kenyan photographer, David Hindings. Tell us about that experience.
Oh, my goodness. You know what? I love him. I just love him so much. We have traveled from Entebbe, Uganda by car to Nairobi, Kenya. His heart is golden. He embodies fun, and his talent is magnificent. And I love watching him with those children. I love watching him with Nana, with Mama Josephine. I mean, just the love that he has for humanity is beautiful. And to be able to give him an opportunity to have people see his work, then the rest is going to, it's going to snowball from there because he does have the talent. So I'm very proud of who he is, and I'm so proud of our relationship. And, when you think that there are 7.7 billion people on this planet, for him and I to even have our paths cross and then to have this amazing connection the way we do, it is a miracle.
You are so right. Nothing happens by accident.
Right.
There is precision in everything that happens, even though we might not know the how, but when it happens, we've got to take a step back and know that this is intentional. There's something designed to happen, and that's what you spotted, connecting with the Davids and seeing how you can also helping not bring his genius out, but to create market, to help to get profit, to create economic empowerment from his skills is phenomenal. And I want to congratulate David for the great work, and we salute him for the great work that he's doing on behalf of all of the developmental partners that want to see Africa move forward and progress. The Davids of this world are the stories we tell here on the authentic narrative, because the dons of this world might not be at the next NBC or any of this NBA, any shows, but we're speaking now. And thank God for social media. Thank God for the community of marketing online. People will hear our voices, and those who are sent to us will find us. And I know people are hearing us about David's initiative and what he's doing. Clearly speaking, I'm sure people want to know, what are you doing with David? I know that there's some practical things that you're doing with him. What are those that maybe the viewers can hear that maybe they might want to be able to maybe purchase or align with at this point?
Well, we started working on a coffee table book to use as a fundraiser using his amazing pictures and some of my quotes and some quotes from my board members or some stories from my board members. But time was of the essence, and when I looked at, it's the end of the year, 2020 just went by in a flash, I thought, calendar. We can use what we have right now. I don't have to wait till the book is finished. What can we do right now? And so we put together some framed prints, and we made a calendar with my words and his amazing photography. And those are available on the Beeline Products website. And you can just see the magnificence of his photos. And, he's having these these calendars printed on the ground in Africa. So now he is selling his work, but now a printer in Kenya is getting printing work, and he's selling them to hotels, and hotels can sell them to make a profit. They can use them for promotional, materials, whatever they like. But again, every single touch of this is lifting somebody's life, and that's the intention.
Yeah. So, any plans for expansion in 2021?
Oh, I just got goosebumps on my body when you said that, because I am so hopeful for 2021. The energy in my life and my work has really taken off like a rocket ship over the last couple of months. After kind of being a little bit, not paralyzed, but stuck with 2020 and what's happened, I just really didn't know how to move forward. But next year, we're hoping to have the Sustainability Center for Mama Josephine and her children built, where, they have beds, they have places to learn and to, be kids. We want to create some community programs for the people that live in the village. We will be buying these bricks by Father Henry, who that will help him, earn money for his family. And we're putting together a volunteer trip for Africa of October 2021. I'm hoping that, that is far enough out that the pandemic will be behind us. And I have a dozen people already who have signed up, and I'm partnering with a few other organizations in the United States to put together a volunteer trip to Uganda and to Ghana next year. And I just am so excited to introduce people to Mama and all of my family over there and the magical beauty that Africa is.
The magical beauty that Africa is. What a well-rounded statement. And that is what it is. Africa is the last emerging economy, and it's the best kept secret. I would tell people who have never been that they need to go and see. You will fit in somewhere where you can share what you have with others, and you can learn from others. I mean, it's a two-way street. And Africa has over 70% youthful population that are bright and brainy that you can leverage. So, Dawn, we say thank you for keying into that opportunity to make impact where it's needed and where it's celebrated. And I know you said that one of your favorite words is being. What does the recipe of being mean to you?
I think I started writing quotes for my daughters. I thought, when I'm no longer here, which will happen one day, I want to make sure that they know some important things that I think are very important about who we choose to be in the world. And, I thought about, there's the 7 deadly sins. And I'm like, I never want to tell people what not to be. I want to inspire them into their own greatness. And so I wanted to come up with 7 words that I thought were the words that if we chose to be, we could live our happiest, most fulfilling lives. So the recipes for being is the outreach of, it's helping everybody, not just children in Africa or children in the United States, but people everywhere live into their best life. Because I'll tell you, when I found my calling, when I found my purpose, my whole life changed. And the way I look at life, things don't bother me as much anymore. Trivial things, a lot of it just washes over me because I'm just so at peace with who I am and the work that I'm doing. I receive so much more than I give, because love and kindness are my highest currencies. And so I'm grateful that I get to do this work, because nothing could fill my soul more.
I just hear you so loud and clear. In addition to all the great work that you are doing, what is your hope for Desire to Inspire Foundation and all the other great things that are ahead of you in 2021?
Well, it sounds funny when I tell people this, because it sounds like such a lofty goal, and I do not know why this was put upon my soul, but it was. I've heard it very clearly my whole life. And I'll cry when I say it. I want to help lift the continent of Africa. They're rich in resources, but their souls are rich. And I want that poverty, that extreme poverty, to end. I don't want it to exist. And where I see it existing, I want to do whatever I can to stop it. So that is my lofty goal. That's my purpose. That's my calling. And that's what drives me every single day. So, until I get there, and I may not get there in this lifetime, maybe it's something that has to happen, in the next lifetime. But that is my mission, and that's what I'm taking steps towards making happen.
Wow. I echo that with you, Dawn. I mean, that is amazing. That is a tall order, and clearly can be done intentionality, with us following a process and knowing that we're in purpose, it can be done with collaboration, with cooperation, and working together. So I commend you for the great work you're doing. And I know that a lot of people that have listened now are wondering, how can I reach Dawn? How can I follow up on this conversation? Can you share your contact information for the next few minutes so people who want to reach out to you directly can just go for it and come and talk to you and see how to support the great work you're doing?
Oh, absolutely. They can find us at desiretoinspirefoundation.org. You can see pictures of our beautiful children and read about some of the projects that we have going on. You can also click at top of the page. There's a shop, there's a donate button, but there's also a shop button, which will take you to thebeelineproducts.com, and that's where you can find our T-shirts and tank tops and, cute gift items that, are reminders of, just being happy and being loved and being kind, and that helps support the work of the Desire to Inspire Foundation. We are on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and what am I forgetting? LinkedIn, at the Desire to Inspire Foundation, or you can look us up at the Beeline Products. And you can find me personally at Dawn Airhart Witte. It's Witte. I'm on all social medias. I accept all friend requests. I love hearing from people doing inspiring things. I love connecting because, just like you said, when we work together, there is nothing we cannot accomplish.
What a great recap. Viewers, you know where to find Dawn, and if all fails, you can reach out through the Authentic Narratives platform. Thank you so much, Dawn, for your time today. We do not take it for granted. Thanks for sharing and caring and loving and just doing the great work that you do, and we are here to support in any which way we can do that. And at Authentic Narratives, we engage entrepreneurs, innovators, creators, business persons on their personal journeys, experiences, and what they build. So if you're listening to us and you fit into that, and we would like to share jaw-dropping stories of how you have failed, how you have succeeded, and your struggles in between, this is the platform for you. Thank you once again for being part of the Authentic Narratives. And Dawn, thank you very much.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to follow, like, and share Authentic Narratives with your family and friends. We look forward to seeing you right here next time on Authentic Narratives.